Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Cherika Brown. Of course, we're on another episode of Cherika Be Talking because I be talking. I just got in from going out tonight, y'all. Had a good time today, good vibes, a little low-key vibe. So I wanted to come on here. Today's episode is about stay off them dating apps and just get out the house. This message about getting out the house is for myself too. I don't use dating apps at all. Never have, never will. Don't plan to. So y'all need to get out the house. Y'all see I wore my natural hair today. This is just a ponytail from an old silk press. I've been in the gym all week. They ain't have my hair done. So I just slicked back my natural hair, did my little edges, a little light makeup, and I got on a Nike little dress, all black dress. I wore tennis shoes, had on I wanted to wear this outfit because I had on my Apple Watch, and I be making jokes about people who wear their Apple Watches with the wrong type of outfits, showing me that they can't dress. Your Apple Watch is a fitness watch that it just does not go with everything. And people will throw this watch on with everything. Like I'm gonna have to do this month because I'm doing the Close Your Ring challenge in May. So I'm gonna have to wear my Apple Watch a lot with every single thing, looking like I can't dress. But I wanted to make my watch match my fit today. So I went a little sporty, you know? And your girl looking fit. Y'all see my trainer. Woo-hoo-hoo. I'm finna up my protein. Y'all gonna be like, gains. Y'all see those gains? I look good and still look feminine with it, you know? But yeah, today's episode is about just stay off them dating apps and go outside. Today was a nice Friday night for me. Let me tell y'all, before I even got into the facility of the place that we went to today, it wasn't even an hour I was outside and I got approached twice, 2 times. One time before going inside, a man stopped me. He said he was from Senegal or somewhere. He wanted to get my number. I was like, I can't give you my number. I gave him my Instagram. And when I gave him my Instagram, I was laughing because I just saw a TikTok that y'all probably saw too, when the man was like, giving out your Instagram is low-key worse than giving out your phone number. And it made me think, because I've thought about this before, because if you give out your Instagram, a person can see where you at, what you doing, where you going, who you with, who you know, who your family member. They could really just do a whole background check on you, as opposed to your phone number where you can block them or you can change your number or whatever. But you know, it's a lot of things that go on that, but some of us, we don't change our numbers often, so we, kind of don't want to give out our number because we don't want to change our number. So it's a lot that can go into that, but I feel like you can block a person off social media too. You can even remove them as a follower, and if they don't remember how to spell your name, you'll just be lost. So yeah, that happened. Really told him I wasn't interested because I know a lot about, where he's from, and I know people from that region, West Africa, and I just know that we have a lot of differences. And I told him, I don't even want to go down that path, but it was nice meeting you or whatever. Then I went on the inside, and it was so weird. We were sitting at a table. It was like me, and it's like 5 or 6 other of us. And it's a dude at a table. It's him, a woman sitting next to him, a girl sitting across from her, and his friend. And the entire time, he keeps looking over at me while the girl is trying to talk to him, like, smiling at me or whatever. And I'm just like, do I know him? And my friend, she like, do you know him? And I'm like, I don't know, but is he trying to flirt with me? It's like he's trying to flirt with me, but he's with his girlfriend. And she was like, maybe that's his cousin. Maybe that's his sister. We like, I don't know. So even the girl that's sitting next to him, because she's clearly like interested in him, she thick and everything, she end up turning around because she like, what is he looking at? Like, but she kind of smirked, whatever. And I'm just like, this is weird, but I'm not about to fight over no man that's not my man, and or whatever. And then so eventually they left, and he was like, come here. And I was like, no, you come here. Y'all know what we say growing up, I don't come to dogs come to me. I was just playing. But I'm just like, no, you come here. And he was like, isn't that a chair over there? And I'm like, you can stand right here, we could talk. And then I was like, was that not your girlfriend? So the whole table got quiet. I'm like, what happened? And my friend was like, I mean, he been trying to talk to her the whole time, but he had a girl next to him. And then he was like, no, that wasn't my girl. That wasn't my girl. You know, like he came for her friend and, you know, she was bringing a friend. So he brought me, one of them type situations. And I was like, did you not get her number too? And he was like, yeah, I mean, I did get her number, but she's 22. And I'm like, so do I look old? And he was like, no, how old are you? And I was like, I'm 30. And he was like, oh, I'm 27. See, like, that's not far from 30. And then, so just talking a little bit. He wasn't bad looking. Wasn't necessarily my type, but he wasn't bad looking. And he had good height and everything or whatever. So I'm just like talking to him. And then he said he had a 9-year-old child, and I was like, oh, that's a deal breaker. I'll just stop right here, and you know, you're a good looking man, but I'm not interested. And then he was like, is it really my child, or is it because I'm 27? I'm like, no, sweetie, believe it or not, when I turned 30, my age range for dating is actually 27 to 32. I go down 3 years up to like, I don't want an old man. Quite contrary to popular beliefs with everybody wanting an older man, I don't want an older man. I'm okay with having me a little youngin. You know, what Dr. Umar said, with old men, the sperm is weak. I want me some good, healthy children. That's why I work out for, try to take care of my body, you know. I try to do the best I can on my end, and I don't mind a man being a little younger. And especially my ex was a little younger than me, and that was the first dude that I gave attention to that was younger than me. And so now I'm like, I'm actually okay with that. I don't, when I was like in grade school, I used to be, oh, you got to be my age or older. That's such like a little grade level, you know, high school, middle school mindset. But now I'm just like, I mean, we all grown here, you know? And I don't go by that, oh, men mature, slower and all this and that, because you just never know what you're going to get with a man. And you got to vet each man individually and decipher through them. Like, you just got to vet them yourself. You can't box them all into one thing. But yeah, so I was just like, nah, it's really the child for me. And I'm like, I'm not interested. I learned my lesson with my last, like, relationship with just, you know, thinking that you could be somebody's friend and playing around and then end up catching feelings. So now when I hear something that I don't feel like align with me, I just cut it off there and just say, nice meeting you, nice knowing you, I'm glad we did chop it up, but no thank you. No thank you, you know. And then so he was like, dang, he went outside or whatever. He's still in the glass like looking at me like come out here. Like, do you think I'm turning you down only because I'm in front of people? Child, I'm a grown woman. If I wanted you, I would have gave you my number or whatever. But yeah, so eventually I seen him rolling up and smoking one. And I said, look, and there go another deal breaker. And one of the girls, my friend's friend at the table, she was like, what's a deal breaker? And then I was like, he out there rolling up, whatever. She was like, shoot, that's a plus for me. And I said, see, that's why somebody for everybody, huh? I don't drink, I don't smoke, so I don't want my man to drink or smoke. So I was just like, yeah, you know, sometimes you just dodge a bullet ahead of time, and that's a good thing. But my whole point is I was approached, and people say that people don't approach people no more. People approach me even when I go to the grocery store. But my whole thing is sitting in the house, you're not going to get approached by anybody. You have to go out, you have to go places, and you're not going to places with intentions on meeting someone. And that's what make it organic, and it makes it feel good. And personally, if I had to choose, sometimes meeting people in person, especially in today's social media day and age, it just feels much better and much more authentic than someone DMing you and sliding in your DMs just for, you know, whatever. Because I feel like most relationships these days are going to be initiated possibly through social media, because even Instagram and all that stuff now is treated like a dating app. It's just a freer version of a dating app. But I think that going out in person, being able to feel somebody's energy, being able to vet them, and being able to decipher like, hey, I am interested or not interested in person, is a much safer thing than someone creating a profile, making themselves look good, and possibly tricking you. So yeah, just go out, delete those dating apps because they're not safe. You're not safe. And I think that a real man will always have the courage to be able to walk up to a woman and speak to her. And the type of personality somebody may have behind a computer screen, may just not be the personality that they have in person. And I think it's not safe for women. I think women may go on dating apps with pure intentions, with really truly finding love, but I don't think that a man goes on there with that mentality. Men go on there because they think that women that sign up for dating apps are possibly lazy, won't go out the house, or just flat out desperate and really want love, so they just prey on that. So you have to be really careful with how you position yourself, especially with dating in the world. But I just felt that I would share that with y'all, just because I be seeing a lot of people say, oh, I don't get approached, or people don't get approached. And I'm just showing you that I didn't even do much. I'm not dressed up. I'm dressed down. I have my natural hair, and I do have on a little light makeup or whatever, but I didn't, have to do the most in today's world just to get some attention. And that's on a regular day. Like when I don't even have makeup and I go to simply the grocery store, men do approach me. But the thing is, a lot of us are not getting out the house enough. You have to really try and get out the house at least 3 to 4 times a week. And that's not just going to work. You really have to go out and enjoy yourself, and just really meet new people, even if that's joining like a gym or run clubs or anything to meet people. But yeah, I hope this message helps somebody and encourage somebody. And y'all know I'll be back. Even though I didn't meet like nobody or want to be with nobody today, the thing is, if I sat at home or sat at the house, I wouldn't have even had those conversations to know or get to know people. But y'all know I'll be back because I'll be talking. Peace.